Welcome back to another John Deere 110 video. I haven't done one in a while on the 110, so there we go. So what I have for today is this plow. I purchased this plow a while back, maybe last year. I think I showed it to you in one of the videos. In the meantime, I have also gotten the hitch, the sleeve hitch for it. So what I'm going to do is try to put these on. I think it's fairly easy, a couple of pins. And it should be on. I've never used it. I'm not quite sure how to set it up. I've looked at the a manual online for this plow. It's a 10-inch Brinly plow. There's a manual that kind of tells you how to set it up. So I'm going to try to do that. But first, I'll show you the hitch that I got for it. Sleeve hitch. It's missing a couple of things, but I think it's okay. It'll do for now. There's a little plate here. I think it's a stabilizer plate. A couple of bolts, so you can, whatever attachment you have hooked to it, you can kind of stabilize it so it doesn't swing around like left and right. This plow is supposed to swing, so I think we don't need that plate. So that's going to be good. And also there's a little washer up here that kind of like this that's missing. I think we'll be okay without it also. Besides that, it's complete. I'm also I'm also missing a chain that goes here. Chain is for when you are not plowing, when you're just kind of moving around, you take that chain and you hook it onto a plate here that I have. It's just not, I haven't bolted it yet, and just keeps the plow secure. That's all that is. But I think we can do without that, just to try it. I want to plow a patch of garden for some vegetables, so I want to see if I can do it with this. If not, I have to go rent a tiller or something. But now is a good time to try it. So let's see if we can attach the sleeve hitch first, put the plow on, and then I'll set it up the best I can based on the manual online that I saw for the plow, and we'll see if it does okay. If it does okay, eventually I plan to refurbish this a little bit. It's originally comes, I think, white color. You can see it right there. It says Brinly. It's got a Brinly sticker on it. It's a pretty nice plow. Everything on it works. This is the depth adjustment. All right, adjust the depth when you plow, up and down. So let's do it. Okay, so 2 pins is all you need to attach this sleeve hitch, but makes it a lot easier if you do it in this manner. So first thing you do, hook this up. Hook this bolt up to the lift right here, because if you do the pins first, it's very difficult to kind of get this in there. So if you do this first, right there, you just hook it, and now it hangs. And all you gotta do is take these pins from the side. Okay. Now this has 2 holes, and this has 3 holes. Now, I am not quite sure which one to use. I think I'm going to start with the top, and maybe the top, because I think that's what's going to give me the most lift up and down. But if it don't work, I'll change it. So, right there, first spin in. Same thing on the other side. Okay. I mean, I guess you can also see which, so it looks like the bottom one was used the most. So maybe I'll try that. I'll go with the bottom. Bottom and the top, okay? Bottom and the top. Okay, and then clips. Push them in there. 1 and 2. All right. There's the second one. And that's it. Very easy. Got the adjustment on it here. You go up and down. Actually, I'll go all the way up. It might be easier for me to put the plow on. So I'll lift it. Okay. All right. Now for the plow, let's move you out a little bit. So I'm just gonna pick up the plow, like kind of in the middle, lift it, and adjust. Take this and connect it to right there with a, one of these guys. Okay. And then for my tractor, the distance between the tires on the inside from here to the other side is about 19 inches. When I looked at that manual, it says if the distance is between 16 and 19 inches, you use this hole all the way on the right to attach the plow to the tractor. Okay. If your distance between the wheels is different, maybe 20, 21, you gotta kind of use some other holes, but I'll see if I can maybe link that manual or something to the video. I'll try to do something like that. But anyway, for me, it's gonna be this hole. Okay, and I'll lift up. Let me move the camera out a bit so I don't hit the camera, the plow. I'm gonna lift it. It's quite heavy, so you might need some help. I'm gonna line it up. Okay, and then the bottom hole. There we go. And then a clip to secure it. And there we go. Done. Okay. Now, it wasn't too bad. There you go, attached. Okay, now, for setup, the first thing you do is lower it down as much as possible. So lower the lift, use the lift handle to lower, right, the plow. Okay, so in this position it's lifted, as you can kind of see. So handle, go down. Let me try that again. So it's up. You can lower it all the way down. Okay. Now, when you do that, what you're supposed to have is the tip of the plow is supposed to touch the ground, and the back of the plow is supposed to be about 1 inch off the ground. Okay? That way your plow is properly set up. Okay? Now, when you go to plow, you may have to make some adjustments. This is what, right, adjusts your depth up and down. You know, if you're plowing 4 inches, you want 5. You gotta adjust this. Maybe they say 1 turn, adjust it 1 turn at a time, and then look at your results. And I'm just gonna go like that, right? The other thing is this cutter here. They say to lift up as much as possible, and then once you do a couple of passes, and then your tire is in the ground, then you can kind of adjust that too if you want up and down, kind of cut better. Anyway, like I say, I've never run it before. I don't have a lot of experience. Just reading the manual, that's all. And that's about it. Okay, I may need to lift like I say, mine a little bit. So I'm gonna, this handle, but it is up all the way. All right, you can't go up anymore. You can only go down. All right. I can only go down. That's not what I want. Okay. All right, I may need to play with these holes a little bit to have my sleeve hitch in the right position. So I'm gonna go play with it a little bit, come back in a couple of minutes, and then I mean it's close, right? It's set up pretty close, but let me go make a couple of adjustments. I'll come back and I'll kind of walk you through those. Okay, I'm back. I think I've got it set up as best as I can right now. So there's few things that I did, right? So again, reading through the manual, it says lower the plow all the way down, which I have right now. Okay, until the tip right here touches the ground. And then you have like an inch lift up at the back right here. So I have a little bit more than an inch, so I'll adjust that. But that's how it is right now. Also, I don't know if I have my lift handle. I don't know if I have all the travel in it right now. I might have to look at that. So that's another thing I have to look at. Also, your deck adjustment right here. You can also use this, you know, up and down to adjust the angle of the sleeve hitch. So when you do that, you can go up and down like this, right? So you can use that too for your adjustment, you know, for the back. Of course, you can use this guy right here. Right now, mine is adjusted all the way to the end, so I can't go up anymore. I can only go down. And then I've kind of played with these placement holes right here on the hitch. You have 1, 2, 3 here. Then you got, of course, 2 on the sleeve hitch itself, 1 and 2. Right now I have the top on the sleeve hitch, and then I have the bottom. I'm using the bottom, let's see here, bottom on the tractor, or on the attachment, I guess. It looks like that gives me the most angle this way, which is kind of what I need, I think, for the setup. So I'm just gonna have to try it, see how it works. Also, it doesn't, I mean, I'm going by the manual, but I don't know if it makes sense to me. So right now this is in the lowered position, right? So this is how you would plow. But if the plow is in the lower position, how is it going to go into the ground? Right, you can't go any lower. Right now it's at the surface of the ground, you know, you would, even with the wheels, right? That's the bottom. How is it going to go in the ground? Right? I don't know. It makes more sense to me to lift the plow like this, right? It's a lever to lift the plow. Okay. Okay, now it's lifted. See? Off the ground. Right, it would make more sense to me, I don't know, but I'll have to try it, to adjust the plow now, to lower it, like right here. Use the knob, and it's just gonna lower it until the tip reaches the ground. So now in the lifted position, you're kind of at the ground, and then you lower the plow to dig into the ground. Right? I don't know. But I'm gonna give it a shot like this, okay? Maybe tomorrow. See if it works. It'll do something, I guess. You know, maybe a couple inches deep if it doesn't go all the way down to 5. We'll have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. And once I try this tomorrow, maybe I'll show you how it goes, just so you can see. Okay, but that's the setup right now. That's the plow, right? It's in pretty good shape, actually. Hitch is not too bad. And again, I have to play with my lift lever. Maybe the mechanism inside, but it seems like I don't have the full travel right now, like up and down, right? But we'll just have to see. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.